So my name is Councillor Mohammed Hashi. I'm Lambeth Council's lead for community safety. As Colin has said, we're shocked by the incident yesterday. Again, our condolences and our thoughts are with the families and the victims. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank the ambulance service for the care they gave to the victims on the scene last night, which was essential to get us to this point. We're currently supporting the Met Police in their investigation, supporting them. We've got our public protection officers who have been out doing community reassurance, and this is a message specifically from the community. Again, I come from the same community, and we have gone through a lot of these things, and we've shown our constant resilience. And this is a point again where we have to come together and pull through together. So for me, again, I just want to say thoughts are with the family, and we're going to await the outcome of the investigation.
And Councillor, are you concerned about the security arrangements last night if this was able to descend to this kind of very dangerous situation?
Again, it's similar to what Colin said. I don't want to speculate until we actually know what those arrangements were and if they were adequate.
This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I really appreciate you joining me today, and I hope everyone's had a good weekend. And we've got a lot of news to get through this week. The first story is an update to a story that I covered on Friday. It was about the injuries that were inflicted during a concert in Brixton at the O2 Academy. It was a show by an artist called Asake from Nigeria, an artist that has got very popular in recent years. And he came to the stage himself to tell people that 3,000 more fans who were able to get into the show had turned up, and they were trying to force entry to the O2 Academy. And this resulted in 8 people being seriously injured. 4 of them are critical.
The reason we have to stop the show is because they have breached the doors. You got 3,000 people have broken the doors outside, and because of security, the police have asked us to close the show.
And now the latest update is 2 of them have died. Asake himself paid respects to the victims and said that what happened was a tragedy. Thank you to UK News in Pictures for the use of their footage and the coverage of the case. One of the latest police statements said one of the women who were critically injured died in hospital on the 17th of December. She was identified as Rebecca Ikumelo, who is 33 years old and a mother from Newham. People have paid respects to her on social media, and I also learned that she did a podcast and she used to highlight a lot of issues to do with autism and one of her children who has autism. So this is unimaginable pain that this family is going through right now, and it's all because people couldn't queue. Everybody just tried to rush the door. A post-mortem examination will be held on the 18th of December, and 2 other people remained in critical condition on the 17th, still inside the hospital. Rebecca's family said that she was a graduate of nursing, she was an adorable mother of 2 children, and she loved working with children. She was well respected, and she had such kindness, care and love. Chief Superintendent Colin Wingrove gave a press conference and extended his sympathies to the families of the first victim.
In relation to some of the images that have been circulated on social media, I can confirm that an incident involving one of our officers, as I say, with our partners to establish the cause of last night's incident. Finally, public who attended, over 4,000 people have attended.
To force that number of additional people into the venue.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to speculate at this time. Of course, our teams are going to investigate all the circumstances and all the reasons why last night's events took place.
Can I just check, the investigation is into what? Is it?
Command are doing just that.
So what sort of potential offences are they looking at?
I'm not going to speculate at this time. I think we need to ensure that the investigation team have all the time and cooperation they need in order to find answers for those that have been affected by last night.
But will they be talking to the...
Are there any officers among those critically injured or injured?
There are no officers among those critically injured.
What about injured?
At the moment, we're just establishing how many injured officers we had last night. Obviously, one officer was assaulted and a member...
A second person who's died, the police have identified as a man, but this is confusing because in the initial statement, they said 3 women. So I believe that Gabby Hutchinson, aged 23 years old, I'm not sure what the gender they identify as, so I'm only going to refer to them as they. And this is due to the confusion with the 2 police statements. They initially said that he was a female, but now as they've passed away, they've said that they are a man. And they died in hospital in the early hours of the 19th of December. They said there was a contracted security provider for the event on the evening, and they suffered serious injuries during the storming of the door. Police have said in a statement they're trying to gather CCTV phone footage and also speaking to witnesses from the event. And both of the people that have passed away were in the foyer of the building when this occurred. A third person, a 21-year-old female, is in hospital still in a critical condition. The police have stated there was called at 21:04 to crowd control problems outside the venue, and a further call was made at 9:30, reporting people attempting to force entry to the venue. And when the police attended, they found several people that was injured. So really appreciate you joining me for these updates, and please pay respects in the comments. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news, and don't forget to send your stories to news@scarcitystudios.com.
Just a few yards from here last night at the O2 Academy. Firstly, I'd like to extend my thoughts to all those that have been affected by last night's incident, and those who have been injured, and seen some of the really upsetting images on social media and others. Our thoughts are with them. Police were called by staff at the O2 Academy on Stockwell Road last night at about 9:30, following reports of a large number of people were attempting to force entry to the venue. Officers, London Ambulance Service and Fire Brigade all attended and found a number of people with injuries believed to have been caused by crushing. And some of the officers provided first aid and CPR to members of the public in order to save life. 8 people were taken to hospital with injuries believed to have been caused by crushing injuries. 3 are currently in a critical condition, and our thoughts and prayers are with them and their families. An urgent investigation is currently underway, led by detectives from Specialist Crime Command, and cordons remain in place, as you can see, and officers continue to work at the scene and at the location. I'm sure you can appreciate this is still a fast-moving and evolving picture, involving, and we're working to establish the events that led up to last night's incident. We're also aware of a vast amount of footage being shared on social media, and of course this will be examined as part of the investigation, along with body-worn video that officers have as well. And we're working incredibly closely with our partners and community members, and we'd like to thank them for their support so far in the investigation, and for people for coming forward with their information. In relation to some of the images that have been circulated on social media, I can confirm that an incident involving one of our officers apparently seen to push a member of the public is currently under review by our Director of Professional Standards, and another incident where a member of the public has seen to assault an officer has led to one arrest of that member of the public. I can also confirm that there are no police dogs or dog handlers at the scene last night. And also I'd like to just make the point that London has a number of concerts and events that take place every single day, every single week and every single year. These are run and organised by event organisers, and police presence is not usual. We were called to the scene last night and working, as I say, with our partners to establish the cause of last night's incident. Finally, we are establishing an online portal on our website later today. We want to urge as many members of the public who attended, over 4,000 people who attended last night, all of whom could be witnesses, members of the public who have heard things, seen things, please come forward. We need your information, and we need to find out and establish what happened as quickly as we can.